Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. A new exhibition has debuted at the Selby Gardens, and you can even buy some of the beautiful pieces. I'm joined now by Marie Selby's Botanical Gardens manager, Laura Avery, to talk about that and the show that they have coming up. So welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Old Ringling colleague. Yes, now at the beautiful Selby Gardens. So what's the exhibition and how did it all come up? Do you decide on what the programs are going to be, Laura?
Well, I'm the manager of exhibits and classes, but we have a team that we get together and put together a schedule. And this year we had rearranged things a little bit, so we had some extra time. And I wanted to do something a little different that we had not done at the Gardens before. We had never done a glass show. And I was familiar with Duncan McClellan's work, who has a studio in St. Pete, so it was close. So I contacted him about the possibility, and he was very enthusiastic. And it grew from just showing his work to 15 glass artists.
Oh my gosh, are they all from St. Pete or Florida? Or?
Yeah, yes, they're all associated with he has a gallery and a studio in St. Pete, and the gallery represents over 90 nationally known and internationally known glass artists.
Oh my. Big place, yes. A good place to go and spend the day.
Absolutely,
yes.
Yeah.
So what other related programs do you have that are going to tie in with this exhibit?
Well, the first thing will be our reception, which is on July 13th from 5:30 to 7:30. It's free, but you have to register. So if anyone is interested in coming, and some of the artists will be there to talk to the attendees, it's just called the Selby number, which I believe you'll be saying later.
Yeah.
And then following that, on the 21st of July, we have they have a mobile glass lab unit, which they will bring down to the Selby Gardens, and they will demonstrate from 10 to 3 that day on the 21st, different techniques of glass blowing. It should be really fun. And that is free with admission.
Okay.
And then we have, in collaboration with the Ringling Museum, we are going to be touring their new glass pavilion on August 7th at 11 o'clock. There is a small charge for that, but if you contact the Gardens, we can register for that. And then we have classes. We have classes that you can take. We're going to do a stained
glass classes?
Glass classes. We're going to do a stained glass class.
Is it a one-day workshop or?
It's that one is actually a 4-day workshop. And then we're doing, for instance, we're doing learning how to paint glass in watercolor, because that's a sort of a different technique to use. So there's lots of different things that you can do besides see the show.
Okay, and that's all on the website.
And that's all on the website.
Go there and find out. So glass has always been popular. Why do you think it's so popular?
Well,
I mean, I love it.
Yeah, it's such a magical medium, I think. Since people discovered how to make glass, it's been a luxury item, really, and I think that's added to its cachet, too. But in the 1960s and early 70s, the American art glass movement was started, and that sort of was the impetus for people to see glass as a medium for art, too. And I think that added to its mystique of this beautiful translucent light that's in an object you can hold.
Yeah, it's great. Now, the pieces are going to be for sale.
That's right, that's right. And we have smaller pieces that are very affordable, around $60, all the way up to some very large pieces that are around $12,000.
Okay, and how do the artists and how does Selby benefit? Where do the profits go from this, Laura?
We share the profit of the sales. Part of it does go to the artist, of course, and the other part supports our education programs at Selby. So.
Okay. Now, besides this exhibit, what else do you have coming up?
Well, we have a year-round exhibit program at Selby, and we're open 364 days a year.
Closing Christmas?
Christmas, right. The show that we'll be having after the glass show is the juried photography competition, which is open to everyone. It's called Celebrate Selby, and it's just the subject matter has to be Selby related. And then following that, opening in October, we have our annual orchid show, which is always so
that's
gorgeous.
So beautiful, yeah.
And that will run to the end of the year, basically. And then in January, we have our very popular Costa Rican mask show.
Yep.
And that will be followed by our Masterworks program, which will be Gauguin that year. So that's going to be really exciting.
How fun for you.
It is.
Right?
It's just, my art is my background, and although I love being in the gardens and seeing that aspect of the plants and how we try to create an immersive experience that puts nature and art together, that's been an inspiration to artists
Forever.
ever.
Right? And
right.
what a beautiful place you have to work. What a beautiful office.
Oh,
Right.
I do. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here, and look forward to seeing you at the show.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thanks, Laura.
You're welcome.
Coming up next on Suncoast FYI, we take a look at the Suncoast nonprofit helping the homeless in our community.